Good morning, children. Myself Anil sir, and we are here at the e-learning platform of St. Michael's Academy, Chhauni Betia. So this is class 7th. Class 7th, chapter number 3, Homesickness, written by Roald Dahl. So we have started already this lesson. Now we start further. We start from para 6. The next day, we were allowed to inspect the appendix itself in a glass bottle. It was the longest black, wormy looking thing, and I said, "Do I have one of those inside me, Nani?" "Everybody has one," Nani answered. So we see that this story is about a 9-year-old boy who was admitted in a hostel as such, in a boarding school, and he is suffering from homesickness. He wants to leave his hostel due to one reason or another, because he is suffering from homesickness. Homesickness is a situation when a person, not only a boy, a person or a woman, so anybody, when he or she goes out of his house, out of his hometown as such, then he feels nervous. So that is the case with the boy also. And in order to escape from that school, for at least for few days, the boy has had a thought of having an illness, having a disease with him, and he had chosen, or he had pretended to be suffering from appendicitis. And why appendicitis? Because his sister was suffering from that, and he know, and by seeing her, the boy knows what are the symptoms regarding that. So, and in that course, he also knows that the operation for appendix can be done easily, no need to get admitted to any good hospital. A doctor may come or do the needful operation or needful things, and there is some pain in the belly, in the stomach. So we find a situation when there was an actual operation of appendicitis of his sister, and from that he had seen what had been taken out from the belly, and the discussion is all about. So the boy is asking, "Do I have one of those inside me, Nani?" He is asking from Nani. "Everybody has one," Nani answered. So Nani is saying that yes, everybody has such organ inside the stomach. "What is it for?" I asked her. "God works in his mysterious ways," she said, which was her stock reply whenever she did not know the answer. So the boy is curious, so he is asking, "What is it for?" And Nani has no proper reply to this question, so she is using her stock reply, that it is the God's work. God works in his mysterious ways. It means it is the God's will, God's desire. "What makes it go bad?" I asked her. "Toothbrush bristle," she answered, this time with no hesitation at all. So the boy is asking that why there is so damage in that organ, and in response to that question, Nani is answering that it takes place, or it happens due to toothbrush bristle. Toothbrush bristle? I cried. "How can toothbrush bristle make your appendix go bad?" So the boy is surprised that how a toothbrush bristle can damage the organ. Nani, who in my eye was filled with more wisdom than Solomon, replied, whenever a bristle comes out of your toothbrush and you swallow it, it sticks in your appendix and turns it rotten. In the war, she went on, the German spies used to secretly send box loads of loose Bristol toothbrushes into our shops and millions of our soldiers got appendicitis. So Nani has her own way of answering, her own way of wisdom and reason, and she is saying that when a bristle comes out of the toothbrush, then it is swallowed down and then it hampers the appendix. And in the war, the German used to apply this technique and used to damage the organ, appendix organ of the opponents by supplying it or by doing that business. Honestly, Nani, I cried. Is that honestly true? I never lie to you, child, she answered. So the boy is asking, disbelieving also, that is it so true? And Nani is replying with all confidence that yes, I never tell lie. For years after that, I used to get nervous whenever I found a toothbrush bristle on my tongue. So it had a bad effect on the boy. The boy himself is saying that I used to fear from that toothbrush bristle, and I used to be afraid that it might not be swallowed. As I went upstairs and knocked on the brown door after breakfast, I did not even feel frightened of the matron. Now the story again starts from now this conversation, it is in the background of the story, and now the boy comes in his school. He is already in school, and there he is saying, he is talking to the matron. Come in, boomed the voice. Matron is asking him to come. I entered the room, clutching my stomach on the right hand side and staggering pathetically. What is the matter with you? The matron shouted. It hurts, matron, I moaned. Oh, it hurts so much. So the boy had a plan that he will complain of appendix with him, and so with that activity, having one hand upon his stomach, he is entering and seeing his situation. And the matron, who is in charge of the hostel or warden, she is asking what is the problem, and the boy is saying, indicating that yes, I have got some problem there in my stomach. It is all about appendicitis. It is something about appendicitis, and in this way, though he is not actually suffering from appendicitis, but he knows what are the symptoms of that, and taking advantage of that, taking knowledge of such symptoms, he pretends to be a sufferer, and his intention is that he should be given leave from the hostel, from the boarding school, and he would go to the home because he is suffering from homesickness. So in this video we are doing here till then, thank you.